a.m. Juba time. Imagine when we were in the church sleeping, or the church singing, enjoying, people were resting on Sunday. Nunu Kumba was working on a Sunday. And I believe she was praying that Monday should not arrive this week or Tuesday. So this week is going to be the hottest week. And it's also going to be the worst week in the history of South Sudan. So things are so hot in J1. When we say it's hot in Juba, it is hot in J1. It is not hot in Juba, the page. It is hot in J1. Because in Juba now it's cold. There's flood. It's rain. It's rain yesterday. There's a lot of water. The weather is so good. Those who don't have problems and position, they are sleeping. They are enjoying the weather. Those who have gone to work, they've gone to work and they're discussing about the weather. But it's hot in J1. He's hot in Nunu Kumba house. He's hot in Abdelbag and Vice President Taban Dengai. He's also hot in Atong, Kwalmanyang, and also Adut Salfakir houses or wherever they are. So it's hot in these people. Again, it's also hot where these documents are being written. When you look at the statements that are being released lately by the presidency and the office of the president, there is something sweet about it. And there's similarities in the document that are that was released by Honorable Nunu Kumba and also the first Eastern wishes from the president. There was what? There was some similarities. At the end, they all write the end. At the end of the document, they write the end. On the right side, the last side on the right corner, they write what? They write something, QR code. They write, there's a QR code there that you have to scan. And there's no signature in the presidency and there's no signature in Nunu Kumba document either. And there's only titles. There's no signature, there's no what, it's only N, and there's a QR code on the last side. What is that telling us? These documents come from the same place. These documents come from the same place. The document that was released by Nunu Kumba and the document that was released by the president saying that they are wishing us happy Easter Monday, these documents are coming from the same environment, from the same source. Is it Nunu Kumba that is writing these documents? Because there was another statement. After the statement of the first, there was another statement. So the president office released two Easter Monday wishes, different documents, but with the same message, but different designs. And I'm like, what is happening? So is it Nunu Kumba that is writing these documents? Is it the presidency office that is writing this document? Who is writing this document? What does that tell you? That tells you that anybody that is being appointed in any position at the moment is not being appointed by the president. And there's a lot. I came and I told you before that Ezekiel Lol was not appointed by President Kir. No. President Kir did not appoint Ezekiel Lol. President Kir did not appoint all these people that are being appointed. There was a recommendation. The person that the president recommended was who? The president recommended Sarah Nyana's Young that time because they wanted to remove Nadia Arop. So when they removed Nadia, they put her. It was that lady that was supposed to be put, Honorable Sarah Nyanas. That is the only person that was recommended to be appointed. But the rest came through the back door. And the reason why they came through the back door, that is why you are now seeing Ezekiel Lol is trying so much to fight for his position. He was asked for the president saying, Ezekiel, you are still here, you are not yet removed. That was what Ezekiel was told in the cabinet meeting. He was asked by the president, are you not yet removed? That was the statement from the president. And again, and that's why he comes out and tries his level best to brand the president to be that president is our tribe because he's the one paying our bills, all those things. And he say, president, anybody that is removed, they should continue to support you. All this drama that you are seeing is because he's trying to protect his position. He was not appointed by the president, but there's some team behind the doors that are appointing people. I will mention their names very soon. Those people that are appointing the president, that have become the president of South Sudan and appointing people. Let's get out from there. So you need to know from now, anybody that is being appointed, anybody that is being relieved, it is not President Kiir. There's no difference between President Kiir and me and you now. President Kiir is being manipulated. President Kiir is being manipulated, and anybody that they appoint, they must make sure that the president must go and swear them in. President is being manipulated. This is what need to enter to the ears of South Sudanese, that the president is being manipulated. President is being manipulated and they are threatening him. When you see people are being killed somewhere, that is a way of threatening the president. That we will do this, we will do this, we will. Paul Nang is threatening the president through killing people. And also, same to all of them. Anywhere you're seeing there is war, that is a manipulation. They are threatening the president. That if this and this doesn't happen, we will do this and this. That is what is happening. The president now, his hands are tied. There is nothing the president can do. So the president have to follow what they are saying. So they have turned to be another Museveni in South Sudan. So the president have to give report to Museveni every Thursday evening. President have to talk to Uganda president, updating him on what have happened every week. And after him being manipulated on the other side, he's also being manipulated within the country. So the president now is going mad on both sides. The South Sudanese that he appointed in his position to work with him are threatening him, are manipulating him. And he also have to give update every day, because it's Museveni, President Museveni, that have to make decision on what need to happen in South Sudan. Another thing is, to anybody that want to help South Sudan, to the international community, to the C5 and everybody that is doing these things, if you want to help South Sudan, you don't have to talk to President Kiir. You don't have to talk to anybody in South Sudan. Go to Uganda, approach the president of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni. He is the person running the South Sudan government. He is the person making the decision about South Sudan. So if you want to solve the war in South Sudan, if you want to save lives in South Sudan, if you have to help the civilians, you need not to talk to anybody in South Sudan. Go and talk to the president of Uganda, Yoweri Museveni. His nickname, they call him M7. That is the person that is running South Sudan government. That is the person that is killing our country. That is the person that is sending his foods to be bought in South Sudan. That is the person that have turned South Sudan to be a market for Ugandan farm products, for Ugandan food products, for Uganda clothes that are being produced in Uganda. Everything, South Sudan is a market for the president of Uganda farm products. So if you want to help us, go talk to the president of Uganda. Don't talk to us. Don't talk to President Kiir. And that's why anytime you talk, you have a meeting with President Kiir, he will agree that things will work. I will release the first vice president. I will do ABCD. But when he arrived to South Sudan, he have to update President Museveni. He have to update the Jiang Council of Elders. He have to update these individuals that have put themselves and are manipulating the president. Then from there, everything changed. And you will say, and you will just see statement. You don't see the president coming to talk. They don't even allow the president to come and talk. What happened is they have to write statement. You will see Atenuek Aten coming and saying this. You will see Honorable Makwelwe coming and saying this. You will see all the people. General Kwal Manyang are the people that are being used. These things to happen. So, if you want to help us, go to President of Uganda, not anybody here, because he's the one that make the decision on what happened in South Sudan. Now let's go let's leave all these updates about all this South Sudan thing and let's go to Kurkaltan. Who killed people in Kurkaltan? This is, I told you before that I will prove to you it is not Nuer who killed people in Kurkaltan. I told you I will prove to you it's not SPLA-IO that killed people in Kurkaltan, but these are the SSPDF that were deployed there intentionally to go and killed people to scare away South Sudanese that are working there. Come with me. Let me tell you, before Bolmel, before Vice President Bolmel was arrested, before he was arrested, in a very long time, his company have been the one buying gold from Kurkaltan. His company have been the one buying gold from Kurkaltan. There's no specific company that is doing the mining in Kurkaltan. No, there is no company, but Bolmel company used to be the one to go and buy the gold from the South Sudanese that are mining the gold in Kurkaltan. He used to buy this gold with SSP, South Sudanese pounds. He will go, buy, and then do what? Bring to Juba and export the gold. That is what have been going on. Now that Bolmel have been arrested, Adut want to go and replace this company with her company. And Paul Nang. So these two have agreement. Adut and her and Paul Nang. They are the people now want to replace this company of Bolmel that have been where? That have been in that place, buying gold from these youths and sending what? And sending the gold to Juba. From Juba, they will export it for selling. This is what that have been going on for a very long time. So now that Bolmel is arrested, they want to remove that company. And Bolmel being the one doing this, then there were so many Awil youths. There were so many Awil youths that went to the site. So there were Awil youths in that area. There were Warab youths in that area. There were also Nuer. South Sudanese were in that area. All of them. There was South Sudanese tribe. You cannot say this side or this side or this side or this side that somebody was not there. All tribes of South Sudan, at least, were there. So now what happened? Adud went to the ground and they told these people to leave. They refused to leave. Because this is where they get their food from. This is where the South Sudanese youth get their food from. They mine, and after mining, they sell. What good thing is, the Awil youths are saying they don't want to buy the fake idea of who? The fake idea of the government saying that it's SPLA-IO or the Nuer that is killing them. They said, we know who killed us. The Awil youths are coming out and saying, we know who killed us. This is the statement that they are saying. And a time will come, the truth will come out. It will not take 1 month if the truth is not out. Some youths were bought. They were given money to lie. And that's why you see a new fake IDs. These IDs that Lul Raikong had were not IDs for IO. So there's SPLA, SSPDF, IO that is being somewhere. Because in reality, truth must be told. So there is something that is fishy. The people that bury people said they bury 76 people. Lul Raikong, after assessment, after 5 days, they went and do assessment. After 5 days, they came and told us that the people that died in that place, they were 36. So now, I want to tell you, when a lady becomes ruthless, it becomes bad. When a female decides to become ruthless, she doesn't fear anything. When a lady decides to love money, it's not good. It becomes extra bad. Look at what happened with the president of Tanzania. Nobody expected that the president of Tanzania, being a female and she have children, she will kill the way she killed people. And that is the same thing that happened where? That is the same thing that is happening to Adut. Adut have been the one killing people in South Sudan. To those who don't know, for a very long time, Adut is ruthless. Adut doesn't have a heart. To those who don't know, Adut doesn't have a heart. You ask the boys that have worked with Adut. You ask the girls that have worked with Adut. They are not easy. They will tell you that Adut doesn't have a human being heart. Adut have sell her heart to money. Adut have sell her heart to power. Adut doesn't even care about the father. She doesn't even care about her father illnesses. She doesn't care about her father's sickness. That is Adut. So if Adut cannot care about her father, so who are you for Adut to care for you? Can Adut care for you if she cannot care about her father? No. So the person that is killing people in Kurkaltan or kill people that time is Adut Salfakir Mayardit. She's the one, she want to take a company to Kurkaltan. She want to be the one buying these places. She is the acting president as we speak. And that's why I told you before that I thought South Sudanese are not yet qualified to be run by who? By a female. But now all men bow down to Adut. All men bow down to her. So why will you come and say that a South Sudanese is not qualified to be run by a female? So when the ballot boxes come, there should be female because we have qualified to run the country. We have qualified to run the country, and whoever is interested as a female to be the president, please go. We are there with you. We will support you. Actually, female are majority in South Sudan. Women are majority. When we decide to support a woman, we will. But Adut is not the woman anybody can try to vote for because she doesn't have a heart. She doesn't even love her father. So who are you? Because you are from Warab? Because you are from, I don't know, Upper Nile? Because I don't know, you are from a win? No. Adut doesn't care about her father. Why will Adut care about you? What do you give Adut? When a female decide to become ruthless, they become worse than men. Men become better. When females sell their heart to money, it becomes worse. And that's why you see some ladies that are doing some shoddy work, they'll be like, that they cannot even get married. Why? And some are even coming and saying that even their husband have to pay them for them to cook for their family. When a lady decides to become ruthless, when a lady put her life in money, it becomes worse. She can do anything to get power and to have what? And very soon, what the good thing is, the presidency, they will start eliminating themselves by themselves. Very soon you will see again another assassinations. There will be a lot of assassination very soon. Because this fighting, it will lead to all these things. Right? This fighting is not going to be sweet. They are going to turn to each other because they all have money and they are all used to getting money and they are all used to getting power. So Nunu Kumba will not accept to be removed. She will make sure that she finish a lot of people. Adut will not accept to that the company will continue. She will continue to finish people on the other side. There is a lot of scrambling. And always know when the big fish are fighting, the youths, the innocent people, the marginalized are the ones that always suffer. They say when elephants are fighting, it's the grass that suffer the most. In South Sudan, when these elephants are fighting, it is we, the innocent citizens, that are suffering. So, from today, I want you to know, and I will not stop until I give you full evidence. I will not stop until I prove to you that the people that killed people in Kurkaltan, they were SSPDF that were deployed intentionally to go and kill people to scare youths away from that place so that a dude can come and install a new company. And again, to those who don't know, the place that have too much gold and a lot of minerals that are not yet even discovered is in that place called Kurkaltan. That place have the most gold in the history of South Sudan. That place is where the gold is. And again, have you ever asked your question, why is it that every governor is being relieved, every part, but Louis Lobong have never been removed? Have you ever asked yourself why? Have you ever asked yourself why every governor is being relieved every corner, but Louis Lobong have never been removed? Do you know why? Ask yourself, why is Louis Lobong have been a governor for a very long time and he have never been removed? And he doesn't do anything to the people of Eastern Equatoria. No, he doesn't do anything to the Equatorian people in that area. People are suffering. People are suffering. That is the place. The last time I went to his state, do you know what we were told? Some women were asking us, because we want to take their girls to school, what are we going to give them? We have to pay them for us to take their children to school, for us to take their girls to school. It was in the Eastern Equatoria, deep down, where we were told that we have to pay the parents of the girls we want to take to school money for us to take them to school. Imagine. Imagine. I have to pay you money as a parent to take your daughter to school. That is, South Sudan have a lot of drama. And another part, a man came. And that's when I realized women are being marginalized. And men don't want women to be educated in South Sudan because they want to continue to manipulate them. And that's why an educated man with a master degree will leave Juba and go marry a lady that is not educated. Why? Because they want to manipulate. They want to rule them because they don't know their right. A man came to one of our offices in the field. Do you know what he said? He said he wanted to come and get the salary of his wife. That he want to come and sign the salaries of his wife because his wife told him that the salary has come. So he had been, for a very long time, this guy had been signing salary of the wife. Until when I went to the field as the executive director of the organization, and then I said, and who is this? What's your name? There was no name. And then I'm like, why? He said, that is my wife. And I'm like, your wife? Yes, but I know your wife. I don't know you. I told him, okay, give me your ID. There was no ID. He have not been working. But when it's come to the time of salary, he will come and get the salary of the wife. And the field finance have been giving this man money. And I said, this is wrong. I will not release this money to anybody until I see the woman that have been the one working. And the guy get annoyed. He say, my wife will not do. I say, no, I will go back. This money will be taken back to Juba. And then they had to come with the wife, and then the wife had to sign. And I told the wife, you are not giving this money in front of me until you reach to your house. Let him sit down, and then you sit down, you explain to him what you usually do for you to be able to get this money. That is how South Sudanese men are manipulating South Sudanese women. Because you marry me, you don't have to show to the whole public that I am a slave in your house. No. Wait, I bring the money. When I bring the money, it's okay. You are my husband. I will give the money to you. It's our money. But you don't have to come and show me how useless you think I am as a woman because I'm your wife. So those are the drama there's a lot of drama that we usually get. You ask those people that are working in humanitarian, you will be surprised of the things that South Sudanese are going through or the things that South Sudanese are doing. So from today, it was those few updates that it is hot in J1. It is hot in SPLA. And soon, a lot of people are going to be released. As we continue, there are remaining only 2 steps. Only 2 steps remaining. If the government of South Sudan fail to release the first vice president, the first one is going to be a little bit, not very hot, but it's going to be chilly, shatter. These 2 steps that are remaining, one step is going to be chilly, shatter. To those who know shatter, in Swahili wanasema pilipili. It's going to be shatter. The second step, is going to be fire. And after it's finished in these 2 steps, if South Sudan don't release Dr. Riek, I can promise you, higher powers that we don't know, that we have never seen, will take over this drama. And it's not going to be sweet for the South Sudan. It's not going to be sweet for our country. Some people lost their life. Let's always remember those who fought in Anyanya and lost their life. Those who fought for 21 years. If we become so heartless, those who are alive today, then let's always remember that some people that lost their life because of the country that is being destroyed today. If we become too greedy, not to protect the resources we have and share them equally and build roads and make South Sudanese citizens enjoy the resources of their country, always remember there are people that lost their legs, their eyes, their life, their everything. There are those Maugin that don't have legs now and they're sitting in Juba and they're like, we fought, we lost our legs, we lost our life. They lost their colleague and they're seeing the evidence of the results of the work they work for. Those people, it hurt them. Dr. John Garang said that now the country we are fighting for, even me, I will not enjoy. He said the people that will come and enjoy this country are now sleeping in houses. They were in Sudan. They were not part of this war. And all of them are the one enjoying the resources of South Sudan now. Show me where in those people, Abdelbagi, which war did Abdelbagi fight? In the bush. Which war did Honorable Tutkau fight in the bush? Who was in the bush? It only Salva Kiir, General Kwal Manyang, Honorable, you see, Dr. Riek, and then CDR, Kong Chul. These people know the pain of what they went through. And that's why sometimes they behave like South Sudanese. Once in a while, they have a heart. But the people, Honorable Tut Kalwa is the one that is bringing all the weapons that are destroying South Sudan. He's the one. He go to Port Sudan, he bring weapons. He goes to Saudi Arabia, get money, buy weapons. Go to Egypt, bring weapons. Go to Dubai, bring weapons. Go to where? He's the one that is being used to bring weapons to South Sudan. He did not fight those years. We need to know the story. To those who don't know the story, let's always read. Let's always read. To those who are not seeing clearly, we always say when you are saying the truth, people will hate you to lie. They want you dead. And that is what is happening to Dr. Riek. Dr. Riek is not about him, you want to be rich. If you want to be rich, you love God. But he's fighting for the vision of South Sudan. For the life of a citizen of South Sudan. If you put tribalism aside and you try to compare the leaders we have, you will know if you give Dr. Riek a chance, no South Sudanese will regret. We all know that. But because of tribalism, the Dinka are saying Dr. Riek is a rebel. The Dinka are saying that Dr. Riek killed us in 1991. Who is safe, South Sudanese? Who did not kill people? Who is safe? Is President Salva Kiir Mayardit safe? Is Honorable Makwelwe safe? Is General Kwal Manyang safe? Who is safe? Who did not kill people? Who? If it's about who killed people, everybody need to be removed and we bring fresh South Sudanese. But everybody killed. Why are we saying one person? Why? That is tribalism. And you see youths even who don't know what really happened. Those who are born in 2025 or those who are born, I don't know, in 2005. I think Dr. Riek killed people in 1991. Do you know the 1991 death is what that led to the South Sudan we are having today? You don't know. You just come and say, 1991, what happened in 1991? What led to the war? It was because of the fight of the self-determination. That is it. Dr. Riek wanted self-determination and Dr. John wanted a new Sudan. That is it. That was what brought the fight. That this is the biggest reason that brought the fight. Because the two disagree. Dr. Riek wanted a new Sudan, South Sudan. And Dr. John wanted new Sudan whereby he wants to rule everybody. He wants South Sudan to be equal for everybody. So here, let's say the truth. Let's not twist drama. Let's not twist politics to fit our feelings. No, we have to say the truth. Let's call a spade a spade. And from today, I will never generalize anybody. I will never generalize anybody. If I, Ruth, did something, call me Ruth, you did this. If you did something, I will say you did this. I will never say who and who. I will always mention name. I will always mention names that so and so, you did this, you did this. And that's why when I came, I told you the war we are having is between two. That is the war we are having now. But the South Sudanese, we have accepted to die because of ignorance and tribalism. That is what is killing us. Even those who died in Kurkaltan, they know who killed them. Even those who are in the hospital that Hussein Abdelbagi went and visited today, they know who killed them. They know it is the SSPDF that has killed them. They know very well. They know who killed them. But because they want to protect their name, they want to protect their tribe, they came out and it is SSPDF. They came out, they say it's SPLA-IO and it's Nuer and White Army. Where will White Army come from? In Central Equatoria. Central Equatoria is Juba. Central Equatoria is Juba. Is I think 1 hour away from Juba. Or 2 hours, I don't. Is not far away from Juba. Where will White Army come from in that place? No. No. Oh. There is not White Army in that area. No White Army in that area. The person that killed people in that area is a dude Salva Kiir company. A dude had to kill because she wants a company to be the one to buy gold in Kurkaltan. Let's call a spade a spade. Look for anybody. Look for what? Look for what? The people that kill people in Kurkaltan, the truth will come out. I will not stop until the truth is come to public. Until the truth have been brought to public. And the people that die in Kurkaltan, they are not 76. The people that have been said that died there, they are only Dinka that said they are 76. We have the list of Nuer people that die and nobody counted. And we are in the process of counting and looking because there's a lot of people that are coming out. So we are asking them how many Nuer died. Because Only the Dinka people that died came and said, the list of these Dinka people are the ones that died. In Awil, these people died. In the Warab, these people died. But the Nuer that died in Korkaltan, they did not come out and give us the names and the list of the people that died. Even there are Kotorians that die in that area. There is Shiluk that died in that area. There's a lot of people that died in that area. But there are individual people that only came out and said only their people. So to a lot of people that don't know, there's a lot of information that is coming out from Kurkaltan. A lot of South Sudanese died in that place. More than 200 died in Kurkaltan. But only the people that count this only counted their people. So the list is still going on. The people that died are more than 200 people. There are more than 200 people that were killed. Some were thrown to be eaten by vultures, and some were buried. Nobody have war with a dead person. When somebody's died, it become a body. You cannot fight with a dead body. Nobody fight with a dead body. They don't know if they are dead. They don't know. They don't even know they are Nuer or what. So when you bury the Dinka people and you leave the Nuer to be eaten by vultures, what are you saying? What are you doing? You are even showing God something that God, we are not good people. Who fight with a dead person? No. There's no human being that fight with a dead person. If you are a human being and you are fighting with a dead person, these dead people don't know they are dead anymore. They don't know what you do to their body. They don't know. You want to parade their body. You want to do what to their body. They don't know. The only person that is giving yourself trauma is the one that is alive. Because you go and kick a dead person. You go and shoot a dead person even 7 times. You are wasting bullets. Just because they are Nuer. Just because they are Equatorians. We came and said there's nobody that is superior in South Sudan. We are equally in the eyes of our country, South Sudan. Nobody is superior. Nobody is, I don't know what, nobody. We are all South Sudanese. Black, yellow, red, we are all South Sudanese. And that should always remain like that. If we start respecting the dead, if we start respecting our tribes, if we start respecting our country, peace will come. Reconciliation need to take in as soon as possible. And I'm still waiting for the names. I already received, I think, 4 names from people of Unity State. I've received 4 names from the people of Unity State, remaining 6 names. We are starting something that is called South Sudan Youth Parliament. We are starting something that is called South Sudan Youth Parliament. Even if we start it online, it's okay. We can volunteer and start it online. South Sudan Youth Parliament, and we'll be able to review the challenges and the problems that are happening, analyze them until the government come to its senses, until we have a good government, and then we can officially install something that is called South Sudan Youth Parliament. We must have something that is called South Sudan Youth Parliament. Because until, if we have this youth parliament, everybody will always be able to come. If some people do mistake from Unity State and I'm from this parliament, then I will be attacked. And I have to be the one to solve the problem. If Unity State people have come and cattle ride in your area, I have to answer that. And I have to go and be the one to solve that problem with my people. Same to all states. We can start the biggest problem we can start with to discuss as the youth parliament is the cattle riding in South Sudan. Because cattle riding is killing people every corner. It's finishing our youth. You either in Terekeka today, either in Warab today, or Unity State in Mayom, or where. This is what is happening everywhere. So the first task that all the youth need to do, this South Sudan Youth Parliament, don't give us somebody that is weak. Give us somebody that can be able to speak your mind, can be able to fight for you. So when you give us this South Sudan Youth Parliament, we'll be able to announce to you who is going to be the one to control these people or to lead this leadership. Because it needs to be organized. Who will be the speaker? Who will be the secretary? Who will all these things? We have to organize this. So don't waste time. Give us the list, the names of your state. We have 10 states and 3 administrative areas. And in each county need to be represented. So when you have 10 counties, then you have to give us 10 people. If you have 16 counties, you have to give us 16 people. So we have to make sure a problem. After the National South Sudan Youth Parliament, we will have a state-level parliament, South Sudan Youth state-level parliament, and we are also going to have a county-level parliament. Because if the national parliament, the South Sudan Youth Parliament, give an order, then it have to go to the state youth parliament, and then from there it have to go to the county youth parliament. This is how we are going to solve the problem of cattle riding. So that is the first step we have to deal with, because every single day youth are finishing because of cattle riding. It's not good. We have to start solving that problem. So when you are still wasting time, know very well that youths are dying because your state is wasting time to give us their best. It doesn't need any governor to appoint you. It doesn't need, whoa, you know yourself. We are not under any government at the moment, but when we already form then from there we can discuss. And from there, when we share our objectives, then from there you can be able to do what? To help and solve this. So we are going to work as peace ambassadors to stop cattle riding. Those are the names we are going to give ourselves. Peace ambassadors to stop cattle riding. We are going to have peace ambassadors in the whole country to make sure that we stop this issue of cattle riding. And there will be trainings. We will take through trainings on how to solve all these problems. So please don't waste time. Give us your names, and then from there we can start working on this as soon as possible. Because there's no government that is coming to save us from us. No, it is us who are killing ourselves because of cows. So we have to be the one to stop killing ourselves. It is the youth that are burying themselves. It's not the elderly that are burying themselves. When they're sick, they go to the hospital. But when we are sick, we die. But the sick, the ones that are being killed by sickness, and the ones that are being killed by guns, the ones that are being killed by guns are so many. So reach out. You can write to me in the comment section the names of the youth you think and their numbers and their emails, or you can write to me in the messenger or even on TikTok. This is the same name I use, Ruth Nyalel Kaitot. Please reach out to me, and so that we save more lives. We don't have time to waste. We don't have that time. Please come out and let's help our fellow youths that are finishing, because it's with the youths that are finishing. We have to be the ambassadors of peace ourselves, because no government is coming to save us. The government is killing us, and they are calling that unknown gunman. When the government kill you and they say it's a unknown gunman, automatically you know it's the government that is killing you. All the best, and I'm waiting for your names. Thank you.